Joining us now, Forbes Media Chairman and Editor-in-Chief Steve Forbes. Steve, it's great to see you again on this Friday. What do you make of all this?
Well, I think calling it a tragedy makes it almost sound Shakespearean. President Biden has been the worst president since this country had since James Buchanan back in the 1850s, when America literally fell apart. Or everywhere you look, whether it's the economy, open border, inflation, overseas, the Afghan mess, which led to Ukraine. He hobbled Ukraine in its defense, hobbled Israel when they responded to October 7th. His obscene kowtowing to the Iranians, not rebuilding our military in the face of a Chinese military buildup. Everything you look at, and his spending bills, which he's so proud of, actually made the economy worse, took real sources from productive people and put it in the hands of politically motivated bureaucrats.
Steve, let's please get your reaction to Joe Biden's final interview. It was on MSNBC with Larry O'Donnell. Again, more falsehoods, including claiming Republican-led states, quote, screwed up their state economy so badly that Biden just had to spend more taxpayer money on those states to fix them. You know, how about not shutting down and smothering them with mandates and hyper-regulation after the pandemic lockdowns? How about doing that in the first place? Please watch this. Listen.
And look, the other thing, Lawrence, I got a lot of criticism, understandably. We've invested more in red states than blue states for two reasons. One, red states really screwed up in terms of the way they handle their economy and the way they handle manufacturing, the way they handle access to supply chains.
So really being poisonously divisive on the way out the door, attacking red states, Steve. Let's show the viewer the government data. ABC News also reported red Republican-led states did lead the nation in job creation and economic growth after the pandemic. What do you make of this, what Biden is saying?
Well, I think it just goes to show about his cognitive decline. I actually believe he thinks that stuff is true, that they feed him. But more and more stories are coming out, Liz, about how bad this situation was, how the staff tried to cover up for it, how they tried to cut off meetings when it was clear Biden didn't know what was happening, people made decisions without the president knowing about it. So I think he believes this nonsense. But the fact of the matter is inflation was 1.2% when he took office. The economy was growing. And look at the situation today. Higher prices, still concern about inflation, a border that now just is being cured as Donald Trump comes into office. Overseas, now the U.S. is getting respect again, now that they have a real president again. So everywhere you look, I think this man is totally out of it, and history's going to damn him and the people around him who covered up for him the fact that he was out of it most of the time.
You know, he keeps doubling down on falsehoods. I mean, the Chicago Fed and San Francisco Fed researchers, also Obama's top economic advisors, Larry Summers, Jason Furman, Steve Ratner, have already said his government overspending did fuel inflation. And, you know, I hate to get wonky, but that Penn-Wharton budget model found the Inflation Reduction Act did not reduce inflation. Inflation will be only down by, I think, 0.1% over the next 5 years. I mean, Politico's now reporting historians saying he's a failed president, period, full stop.
Well, and then the facts show it. You mentioned about the red states. Red states did well. Why? Because they cut taxes. You look at Florida, didn't get caught up on the lockdowns that Joe Biden kept pushing, and things like that. Regulations. We've had the tsunami of regulations, more regulations in peacetime in the last 4 years than the previous 100 years put together, and really hurting the economy. And the reason people are now beginning to be optimistic is the fact that relief is just around the corner, as they used to say.
All right, Steve Forbes, great to see you again, my former boss. Thanks for joining us.